Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday. I'm like, what day of the week is it? Because I worked on Saturday. So I feel like I didn't know what day it was, but I do know that Sunday I took some time off and I relaxed. So I hope you're all doing well. I can't thank the group that was here on Saturday. We had a phenomenal day of integrative energy therapy, basic level certification. Just a beautiful, beautiful cohort of women. And so I've decided to kind of stick with that cohort. To see where that takes us as far as continuing to get them certified. So I won't open up another cohort of IET until probably the end of this year or the beginning of next. So if you're someone that really is looking to take IET certification and you want to do it sooner rather than later, you can always go to SheilaTillich.com. She does do weekend events where you get certified basic, intermediate, and advanced in the weekend, and then a weekend after she does the master instructor at some point. So she does them in weekends. And so for me, just kind of stepping into this, I'm going to do it one class at a time. I'm only able to teach up to the advanced level. So any master instructor I will be sending her way if you want to do master instructor level. So that's what's going on with IET, and I'm really excited about it. It was just phenomenal. It really was. So very, very cool. Very cool. Now, for those of you who are not in my area, who cannot do in person, just know I can always do a distant IET session. It's just as powerful and profound as if you were in my presence, because I'm going to be in your energy, whether we're in the same room or not. So that is IET. So you can get all that information at guidance311.com in the IET tab. And I do have a package deal for those of you who are on a healing journey, because it's not a one and done. We have to do it in stages. Because if spirit went in there and rooted everything out all at once, oh my gosh, it would just drop you to your knees, probably in a not a good way. So it has to be kind of a careful one step at a time process because we integrate. So we release and then we integrate. So very beautiful, beautiful healing modality. I'm actually going to do a video later today and really talk about it for those of you who are interested in that. So that's there. Then we have coming up, for those of you who are not in my area and would really like to take a class with me, in August, we're going to do the medium course. So if you're someone who wants to step into giving evidential medium readings, that is the class for you. So take a look at that. That actually is a pinned post at the top of my page, Guidance 311. And also more information on that is in the classes tab on guidance311.com. We got a lot going on. It's all good, but it's Monday. It's Monday. So I hope you're all doing well. It is a beautiful day. I've got the windows open. I'm a little cold because it is a little cool here. But I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it because I know it's going to get warmer, and I know the sun is out. I actually am in a room where, hi, Hatuke, hello, hello, hello. I'm actually in a room where I haven't put any curtains on the windows, and I don't know that I'm going to, guys. If you want to know the gosh honest truth, it's my office, so I don't really need, but I love the sunlight, and I love being able to see the trees that are in the backyard. So I don't know if I'm going to do curtains in here. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. And these cards are just coming alive. So here we go. Oh, I could see something behind my shoulder, and it's actually a strap to a purse that's on the floor. I'm like, what is back there? All right. So let's see what we've got for today. The first card, guys, that came out was awareness. And I think this is really beautiful because in this energy, it is about becoming aware of what spirit's trying to bring to you, becoming aware of what you're thinking about things, but really becoming aware of what you're being guided. Because when you're in alignment with your higher self, they're bringing to you that game plan, that playbook of what is for your highest and greatest good. And so really, really important to get quiet and start to think about trusting and acting on what they're bringing to you, because they're bringing to you that which is for you. And again, they're going to bring you what you need. They're not going to necessarily bring you what you want. So if you're being brought to a situation, a relationship, a new opportunity, a job, whatever it is, a job change, if you're being brought to a career change, this is the information that is for your highest good. And again, what they bring to you and what you need may not be easy. It may take a little bit of stepping back and really processing it, because it's going to feel a little overwhelming, because it's going to be a major change. But I just want you to know that it is for you, that the universe is joining up the dots and bringing to you that which is for you. So reward is coming in. So big opportunities, big inspiration, really giving you what you need to know that you are being guided and protected in this big change, that everything that's coming for you is divinely guided, that you're not alone. And look at this, we've got feminine and masculine energy here. So this is balance coming into your life through the divine, through what you're being brought to. So just know that for those of you who maybe are tapping in too much into your divine feminine, you're going to have some divine masculine energy coming in to help you. Those of you that maybe are a little too masculine, feminine, whether you're a man or a woman, you have both of these energies in you. So for some of us, we kind of buy into one more than the other. For me, I can honestly say it's the divine feminine. I have a hard time really getting into my divine masculinity, being more organized, being more stalwart, being more. So it's important to get into that balance because you're being brought to that which is for you. So it might take you into tapping into that part of yourself that is there. You're just not comfortable with it, or it's not your normal go-to, because we're coming into a time of patience and planning. So this is about really looking at, okay, where am I going to put in my energy? Where am I going to put in my focus? Where am I going to do my research? What am I going to step into? What am I being brought to step into? And what are the plans that I have to make to do that? Right? When I was stepping out of, when I was stepping out of mainstream work, mainstream 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, a career I could point at and say, this is who I am. And really stepping out of letting my career choice define who I was. It took a lot of planning. I had to have a financial stability. I had to have, how this was all going to work out so that I could still maintain my living and still do what I was being inspired to do, which is this. So I actually had to get like a part-time job so that I could make sure that I had my rent paid and my gas and electric paid and, all that other stuff. So there was some planning that went into being able to get to where I am today. And that was the patience part, right? Knowing that I had to do that part-time job, that it meant nothing to me. I mean, it was a great group of people. It was a really good company, but I was there part-time. I was there at night when nobody else was around doing billing, literally being kind of like a data entry person, really, which was so like beyond my skills or below my skill set, but it paid the bills, right? So for some of you that are coming into the awareness of where you're being guided to, and things kind of coming in, the inspiration, the opportunities, it may take a little patience and planning before you can actually get there to where you actually want to be. But on the way, we have to do our work. We have to get into balance and keep going in those ways that we're being guided and nudged. Okay. So this is going to be really important to make the plans, do the research, get the inspiration, whatever it is that you're being guided to do. I mean, for some of you, you might even be looking at taking a new certification or a new course or a new education, right? It might be something that you're like, I've always wanted to do this, but I never did. And, so for some of you, it is going to be really important to drop down into your heart and hear and feel your way through this, because your ego is going to be like, no, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. And your heart is like, no, you really know you've always wanted to do X, Y, or Z. You've always known that you've had this gift or this skill that has not been explored. You've always known, like, Your heart, your feeling is really helping you to know that, okay, it's time to do this thing that I've always wanted to do, or go in the way that feels good. So for some of you, it could just be that new job opportunity coming in and you're like, oh, that feels better. It's way different. It's going to be a whole new transition, but that's what feels right. And sometimes we have to go with our feelings. We have to go with our gut, because that's spirit saying, okay, this is your playbook. This is your inspiration. This is the connection. Because your third eye is opening. So whatever blockages have been in your third eye, it's going to be taken out. You know, the film is going to come off. It's going to open wide. And so you're going to get the information that you need. And for each of you, it'll be in a different way. You know, you might see it, you might dream it. You might just know that you know, but you don't know how you know. So that third eye is really going to be opening up to help you get into this awareness that spirit is bringing you, that's saying this is your time to make that bold move. This is your time to go in that new direction. This is your time to start that thing you've always wanted to start. And that's what this feels like today. Like we're not playing anymore. We've brought it to you, we've brought it to you, we've brought it to you, and you're like, no, 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 no. And spirit's like, okay, it's time. And, you know, we're coming out of May and we're coming into June. So there's new energy coming in that is going to help support you making these shifts. And so, yeah, you're going to be brought to it. It's going to be up to you whether or not you grab hold of it. Good morning, Anne. Let's get some, I feel like it's going to be a big thing. It's not going to be a little thing, which is why I think I gave you that example from my life, because it was a huge change, you know, to come out of a career. It's been 10 years since I taught, and to go in this completely different direction. That was not a little thing. That was dang scared. But this is all about your sacred plan. This is all about your passion, your inspiration, your, you know, why you're here on this planet at this time, your sacred plan, what you're being brought to. So for some of you, it may be a very similar, you know, really stepping into your gifts, really stepping into who you are. Good morning, Cynthia. For some of you, the sacred plan, putting it into motion or getting it started, could have you walking through some more shadow work to really clear out what's been holding you back. So I feel like today you may go through it a little bit. You know, this week may bring you a little bit of, I gotta overcome this obstacle or challenge that has always been kind of here. I've always just kind of shunned it to the background. And now spirit's like, nope, nope. It's being brought to your awareness so that you can transmute it through love, through your heart. All right, guys. I think that's what we've got for today. So yes, thank you, beautiful, beautiful ladies who are with me on this IET journey. Thank you for those of you who inquired about the mediumship course coming in August. I hope that you will step into joining me if you're called to. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Ashika. It is going to be Wednesday nights. It is going to be the 5 Wednesdays in August. I know that in the Northern Hemisphere, it is our summer, but it's a Zoom meeting, so you can take me on vacation, guys. So yes, if you've inquired, if you've reached out, there's all kinds of information at guidance311.com under the classes tab. And then if you have any specific questions about where you are on your journey and will this fit, or is this where you need to be, please message me and we can have that conversation. We can do a 20-minute free discovery call, just so we can maybe even connect and you can have a conversation with me to see if I resonate with you. If you feel like learning from me would be beneficial, we can absolutely do that. But I'm looking forward to August. The class has already started to fill up, so there's only 10 seats available. So if it's something you've really been thinking about, I would say get in contact with me or grab your seat because they are going. And I actually thought I was a little too soon kind of putting the information out there, but I guess not. So it's okay. It's all good. And then in September, we'll have the Intuitive Guidance course coming again. And so for those of you who really feel like you're just stepping into this journey, you're just stepping into what your gifts are. You may know that you feel spirit, but you don't know what that means or who spirit is, or how to read cards or trust and act on the information that you're getting. Please think about the Intuitive Guidance course. That will be Saturday mornings. I'm going to actually change it up for the Intuitive Guidance course in September and do Saturday mornings for those of you who have been maybe wanting to work with me but couldn't do a Wednesday night. I get it. And then later, probably the beginning of next year, we'll do the Saturday morning for the Evidential Medium course. So if you're someone that really can't do a Wednesday night but wants to take the Medium course, I'll bring that in the beginning of 2023 on Saturday mornings. So we've got a lot of great things going on. We really do. And I hope that you're finding something for you. If you are someone going through a spiritual awakening, you're doing some shadow work, you're needing some guidance, please take a look at guidance311.com because we do have the IET. I also have another energy healing modality coming. It's going to pair very well with IET. It's a standalone, also registered trademark healing modality that's been around for over 20 years. And it's been profound. It's made profound change in my life, and it's called the Compassion Key. And so there's a little blurb on the website about that coming. So it's right under the IET information in the services tab. So we got a lot of good things going on, guys, a lot of good things. So I hope you're all doing well. Please take a look at Good Morning, Jonathan, and take a look at what we've got going on. And if you're called to work with me, I will look forward to it. And as always, you can get a hold of me for a 30-minute or a 60-minute session if you are wanting to do just looking at your own energies and where they're taking you, or getting in touch with a crossed over loved one. All right, so a lot going on. So I'm really, really excited as we are coming into June. We're in the last week of May, so we're coming into June, so it's all good. So have a beautiful rest of your Monday, and I will look forward to speaking with those of you who join me on Tuesday Tarot tomorrow night. And then feel free to message me if you have any specific questions about anything that is going on or coming up. And I'm just going to send you so many blessings and so much love, and have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. Talk to you soon.